Hello traders, John at StockBookie.com. Today we're looking at Facebook, Amazon, Netflix, and Googl. We follow the daily, weekly, monthly time frames. We use technical analysis here at StockBookie.com. So let's go right into the daily chart of Facebook. We did have 18 million, so it was a pretty good day on Friday and a nice push up, guys. It was at 1.09% up or 1.67 on the day. We are attacking the all-time high, which is 155.59. So let's see next week if we could push through there and possibly shoot up to 160 area, but one step at a time, guys. Got to get above this before we start plowing higher. If the markets stay complacent with the light volume, the S&P, the Russell, the Qs, this could be a possibility. If the markets become a little bit heavier with volume, we could possibly see some selling. Watch for news with Trump and all that good stuff, because right now the news is pretty much driving these markets up or down. Let's go to the weekly. Weekly chart, same thing. Nice bullish consolidation, guys, for 8 weeks now. Above the MAs, strong stance, starting to make a move. It's got to get above. On the weekly close, if you want to see some good push, I want to see a close before above 160 with volume. If it gets there, the following week of 4th of July, it's going to be light, so I'm not going to really watch for that. But the following week after that, I want to see this thing keep pushing through with volume for higher prices. The only thing that alerts me to this is that we're getting a little bit stretched from the 20 MA on the monthly charts, becoming a high flyer, so watch for that. If the markets stay complacent, this can grind. If we get some volume and it starts to fall, the S&P and all that stuff, it's called a market trade, guys. Markets come in, this will come in. Markets grind higher, this will continue grinding. So Facebook, though, nothing wrong, guys. A little extended, so I'd expect a little bit of a pullback and then maybe the march up, so we'll keep an eye on that. Amazon, guys, what can I say about Amazon? Still the strong horse, still trying to lead the markets up. We did have some technical damage back here a couple weeks ago, but it came right back up. This is the one that concerns me, though. We got back above the highs, guys, and it came right back in. Sideways consolidation. This could be setting up for a down move, but we're still above the MA, so a strong stance. So keep an eye on this one. Basically, daily chart, it's got to get above this all-time high, which is 1017. If it gets above there, I want to see more volume than this, guys. I want to see a good push up above that area. Maybe 1020, 1025, 1030. We'll go with the round numbers like that, and we'll see how this thing reacts next week. Going into the 4th of July week, the following week, I think we're going to get light volume, guys. So there's a good opportunity for this thing to grind, again, unless some bad news comes out, and then possibly the markets can get a little bit of a pullback. Still have a gap fill around here. Let's see, 963.90, and we also have the 50 MA. So if it does pull back, we have some good support down here. We have a gap fill. So maybe a slight bounce there, but again, bullish stance, guys. Just watch out for volume. Let's see if this thing continues sideways or makes a move, or possibly starts moving down, maybe fills the gaps down here. Let's look at the weekly. Weekly chart, nothing wrong, above the MA, still grinding up higher, volume not too bad. We had pretty good volume here. Someone came in and held this thing up. We made a pop for the all-time high, came right back in, closed below the all-time high on the weekly, but we did make an intraday high, intraday weekly high on here. So right now, let's wait for pattern, see if it chops around for the next move up, or does it start to slowly grind down, hit the 20 MA, come down in here. But right now, we're above everything, so until it does something different, then we'll reevaluate it and see where this thing's going. But again, just like Facebook, a little bit extended from the 20, just like it was here, then it came back in, little extended, came back in, little extended. Let's see if we get a little more of a pushback down. But again, on the monthly, we're doing okay. Needs to close above the 1,003 or so, 1,004. Then maybe more up prices. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bars up, 7 including this one. So we're getting a little bit extended to the upside. I'd expect a little bit of a pullback before we start marching up. Again, though, watch for volume on the SPY. If it continues to be 50 million, 40 million, 60 million, they could grind these things up higher. Keep an eye on options plays too, guys. They can have targets for options as well. So maybe 1025 at the end of this week is the number they're looking for. So keep an eye on option activity as well. Let's look at Netflix. This one's been a little bit weaker than the other ones. We'll look at Google too, of course, but this one's been a little weaker. It came back in. We had the all-time high. Let me clean this up a little bit here. Let's remove all the drawings. But we had this nice down move when the sector kind of pulled back. We held this area here. We did have a pivot, but it held this bar there. We did have a gap fill and a gap window here. Never made it there. But we came back. Nice bearish consolidation. Other than we're above the 50 and the 200, we're trying to get it back above the 20. So let's put a retrace in here. So from the all-time high to here, we're almost back to the 618 and the 750 retrace. These are the big retraces, guys. Lately it's been the 750, so let's see if we can get a little bit higher. But nice bearish pattern starting to float up with the light volume in the markets. Let's see, first step above the 20 MA, then shoot for the 618, and then the 161.90 area, which is the 750. If we could get there, then we'll have to see how this thing sets up. Does it go up and move sideways for the next setup, or does it kind of move up and then slowly roll over? So right now it's a 50-50 shot, guys. Basically, got to get above the 20 if you're bullish. If you stay below it and get back below the 50, then you're a little more bearish. So right now we'll keep an eye on this pattern. We've been going 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days sideways. Bearish consolidation. Let's see if this continues and just kind of slops around. I think this one's setting up for lower prices. Unless we get it, unless we hack the all-time high and get some follow through. Right now, slightly weak. On the weekly, though, still okay, but I like this pattern where it's down now sideways, guys. Still above the MAs, still the weekly chart, a little bit bigger time frame, so we'll have to see how this thing works itself out. But let's see if we go sideways above the 20 MA, chop, 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 chop. That tells me we could be possibly setting up for lower prices. Markets are grinding, though. Tough trades. If you're doing any of these shorts or anything like that, guys, no more than 10% of your total portfolio. I'm more or less in 5% positions. I do have some full and I'm getting grinded, but I'm also working some intraday scalping and making up for those trades as well. So, but back to the weekly chart, still above the MA, still okay. Nothing wrong with Nflx. Daily chart's a little more brutal, but we'll have to work on that next week with the light volume grind possibly. Monthly chart, Nflx, a little extended. See how it gets extended from the 20, comes back in, then pops up, or a little extended again. Will it come back in? Only time will tell. Right now, nothing bad on the monthly. Let's see what happens this week on the close. So we'll have to look for that. Let's look at Googl. Googl, again, guys, just grinding higher. Monthly chart, let's go to the daily. Daily chart, same thing like Nflx, down sideways, but we did close above the 20 MA, so we have to keep an eye on that one, guys. So let's clear this chart. Let's put the fib in there. Let's put the retrace from this high to the all-time high, coming back to the 618, 750. So at 990.91, let's see what this thing can do. If we get some follow through and we close above the 20 MA tomorrow, Monday, or Tuesday, as long as we're staying above the 20 MA and do not close on the daily, we'll be okay. I think we'll grind higher. If the markets pull back, of course, we'll probably pull back a little bit lower, but as long as the markets are staying complacent and light volume, this could grind higher, so watch for that. Got to stay above the 20 MA if you're bullish. If you're bearish, you want it to come right back below, close, and then possibly some follow through. But right now, a little bit bearish here, but a bullish stance being above the MAs there. Weekly chart. Weekly chart, about the same thing. I looked at this one earlier today, if we could get this thing to pop up. All right, there we go on the weekly chart. So right now, bullish consolidation. Let me pull out that the Fibonacci level, but up and sideways, guys, bullish. We're a little bit extended from this 20. I don't like that, but hey, light volume action. This is what we're going to get. Let's see if we continue up to the all-time high, chop around, or do we come slowly grind down? Still have support at the 50 or the 20 MA, so watch for that on the weekly. But right now, just grinding higher, no problems with the Googl. Let's go to the monthly. Monthly chart, though, a little bit grinding high, guys. I would expect this thing to pull back a little bit once you get extended. I keep saying this is another high flyer chart. Nice bullish pattern here. Gets the pop, a little bit bullish, gets the pop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 in 6 months been pretty much the number with these things moving higher. 20 MA getting extended. I mean, you're extended almost 200 points away from here. Gosh, it tells me you're coming back in. So watch for that. Watch for the high flyers. I want to go over one more chart, guys. This is one that we played as a high flyer, and Goldman just upgraded this one. If you stuck around for the video, but look at this. We got extended from the monthly. Got extended, pulled back, got extended again, pulled back. When these things are just high flyers, guys, look at this one. SPG. They were upgrading up here, telling how great this thing was. I mean, it's SPG. It's not like the #1 stock, but just another high flyer coming in, guys, slowly but surely. Even Burlington, which is another. It's Burlington, guys. This thing should be a $900 stock. Look at this thing coming in, guys. Another high flyer that we were in. We already covered, but my gosh, it went from 104 to $80. Weekly chart shows a little bit better. Look at this fall. I mean, it came in slightly bearish. Look at this fall, holding the 50 MA and this big green bar. So technicals, guys, it pretty much tells you where stocks are going. You just have to be patient, put trades on, and let them play out. But this was a great one. Foot Locker was another one we shorted as a high flyer. Foot Locker, though, my gosh. Never. We were short up in here, I think, around 75, 74, and it's a $45 stock now. We took profits, I believe, on this fall or whatever, but that's what we do here at StockBookie, guys. Sometimes we hold a quarter position, let it run, but for the most part, these are high flyers, and they're all going to start coming in. Even Costco, guys. Costco's coming in. Look, just another high flyer comes in, makes a new high, comes in, makes a new high. This one's coming in. Retail's just getting killed. So, but big level, watch for this one, 142.63. All right, guys, sorry to go on. I wanted to show you a couple high flyers, but if you like my videos, subscribe to YouTube. Go to StockBookie.com, sign up for the free membership. We're adding videos every day, making new stuff. We're going to do some live streaming this week. So when you sign up, you'll get the email a half hour early before we go live. So check that stuff out too. So again, though, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching my videos. If you have any questions or comments, send me an email at stockbookie@gmail.com, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I'm getting a lot of emails lately to make new videos, more charts, doing some live stuff. But again, guys, thank you so much for stopping by and watching my stuff. I really do appreciate it. God bless. See you on the charts.